Today, we are reading from the Word of God. Hebrews 12:7. By faith, Noah, being warned by God about things not yet seen, in reverence prepared an ark for the salvation of his household, by which he condemned the world and became an heir of the righteousness. 1 Peter 3:20. But once the long suffering of God waited in the days of Noah, while the ark was preparing, wherein few, that is 8 souls, were saved by water. 2 Peter 2:5. And spared not the world, but saved Noah and his 8 righteous persons, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly.
The Lord saw how great man's wickedness on the earth had become, and that every inclination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil all the time. The Lord was grieved that he had made man on the earth, and his heart was filled with pain. And so death has entered the world.
Noah. I will wipe mankind, whom I have created from the face of the earth, men and animals, and creatures that move along the ground, and the birds of the air. For I am grieved that I have made them. I am going to put an end to all people. So make yourself an ark of cypress wood. Make rooms in it, a roof, a door in the side of the ark, and make lower, middle, and upper decks. It will be 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high. Noah, I will establish my covenant with you, and you will enter the ark. You, your wife, sons, and their wives. You will bring into the ark 2 of all living creatures, male and female. You are to take every kind of food that is to be eaten, and store it away for you and for them.
Jehovah God, judgment is finally coming to the world. We always knew that as we saw the wickedness of this world, that you were not going to be patient with us much longer. And finally, it's coming. But I knew, my grandfather Methuselah told me long ago that Jehovah was going to allow him to live until the judgment of the world came upon us all. And now it is here. Methuselah. Methuselah is almost 900 years old now. How could a man live to be so old? We've all heard of forever young, and Methuselah is forever old. With every birthday, we used to write poems and stories and ballads about him, because every year he was still here to preach and to tell us about Jehovah. Here's one of the poems that we wrote on the anniversary of his last birth. I'm sure you will like this one. This is what it says. How do I know that my youth is all spent? Well, my get up and go has gone up and went. But in spite of it all, I am able to grin when I think of the places my get up has been. Old age is golden, so I've heard said, but sometimes I wonder as I get into bed, with my ears in a drawer, my teeth in a cup, and my eyes on the table until I woke up. Ere sleep dims my eyes, I say to myself, is there anything else I can put on the shelf? And I'm happy to say, as I close the door, my friends are the same, perhaps even more. When I was a young thing, my slippers were red. I could kick my heels as high as my head. Then when I was older, my slippers were blue, but still I could walk the whole day through. Now I'm still older, my slippers are black. I walk to the store and puff my way back. The reason I know my youth is all spent is because my get up and go has got up and went. But really, I don't mind when I think with a grin of all the grand places my get up has been since I have retired from life's competition. I busy myself with complete repetition. I get up in the morning and dust off my wits, pick up the paper and read the obits. If my name is missing, I know I'm not dead, so I eat a good breakfast and I go back to bed. Methuselah really loved that one. But what a long time to live. Oh, a long time for many of us. I've lived these 480 years. Methuselah, you know, he knew Adam, the first man. He told me how Adam had fallen into sin. What a stupid thing. Did any of us know how wicked the world would get because of one act of disobedience to Jehovah God? And then he turns and blames his wife. What a stupid thing. I know I've been married for 460 years. I have prayed to God that man should not live so long. A woman can hold a grudge for a long time, and 460 years is too long. But now I must tell my dear wife what Jehovah God has told me. You see, he has told me to come to you and preach his word. We live in a society now, in a world that is not what God created it to be. God created us to be perfect in his own image. And we've fallen into depravity, sin. We think that depravity is something that is up to people to choose, that they've made a choice of whether they will be good or evil. But the truth of the matter is we are all depraved. All of us have turned away from God's beauty and grace and love.